season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's done. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for his man. Down the spot in the defense. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Working the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him this time. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Grabs it in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got it looking for a first. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Harmon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and more. Turning it on. He's at the 2. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Puts it out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. Got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Got his man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They'll run him from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The give to the lone running back. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Still running at the 35. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football over.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Going to the running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a hand.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Sun Devils have a lot of options on second and inches. Look out, he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on second and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Avila. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's done. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll try the run. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Sales went into the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Now he's going to break the pocket. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, and it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 24 over Iowa State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Henderson. And they swarm him under.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go! Hey, flyer!
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Set, ready!
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Avila. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's done. He turns that loose down the right side.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. starts with a second down play. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Michigan! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harmon. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Here we go. Set.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's done. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on third and goal. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. He'll set up to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He leaves it with his back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got him. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 10. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Coming into this one, we wonder